Hello and welcome to Thought for November the 6th. Our readings are taken from 2 Chronicles chapter 35, Hosea chapter 3 and Acts chapters 18 and 19. And our thought is His goodness in the latter days. There is no doubt that we are living in the latter days, and there are many scriptures that give warnings about those days. We read in Daniel how he told the king, "There is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries, and he has made known to King Nebuchadnezzar what he will do in the latter days." Chapter 2, verse 28. There are many scriptures that give warning about this time. We also read how Daniel was told of a time of trouble, such as never has been. But at that time your people shall be delivered. Chapter 12, verse 2, which we read 3 days ago. We have another remarkable prophecy today. It is in Hosea chapter 3. After being told by the Lord that the children of Israel shall dwell many days without king or prince, without sacrifice or pillar, without ephod, and how true this has been since the temple was destroyed and the Jews scattered. We read in the next verse, in verse 5, "Afterward the children of Israel shall return and seek the Lord their God, and David their king, and they shall come in fear to the Lord and to his goodness in the latter days." That seeking will find its completion when David is raised to life again. See his expression and his expectation in Psalm 17, verse 15. At that time, those counted as righteous through their faith will see both him and Jesus, the Son of David. What a wonderfully succinct prophecy Hosea brings to us, and we await its fulfillment. Let us make sure we are already seeking the Lord and finding him, as we will recall that yesterday we read Paul was telling the Athenians to do. And let us not become too self-confident in doing so, noting the lesson in today's 2 Chronicles reading in chapter 35 about the later folly of good King Josiah, who had inspired the people with a great Passover gathering. Indeed, we read in verse 18 that no Passover like it had been kept in Israel since the days of Samuel the prophet. None of the kings of Israel had kept such a Passover as was kept by Josiah. Then he became overconfident and was killed in battle in which Israel did not need to get involved. Verse 20 onwards. The scriptures are so full of lessons for us. Let us read them every day and heed those lessons so that we can live or be raised to see the completion of his goodness in the latter days, in which we surely live. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, remembering that that Word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.